Hello.
Welcome to, what is this, week 4 of online workouts? Cool. All right, so we have Ellie and Sarah are from Jaega. Kyle, where are you from? How did you find us? Wait, you're mute.
Keenan.
Where'd you find us?
Anna Keenan.
Cool.
But I know a bunch of y'all from.
Awesome. Yeah, welcome.
The retreat.
Cool. Okay. So I know Shiver Sharkboard, we have our meeting at 6:30. So I'm going to try to make this end at 6 if possible so we can have a little bit of time in between those two things. We will start with the same warm-up that we've been doing the past couple weeks. So start on your back, heels pressing into the ground, and we'll do deep breathing and arm circles. I guess I have to move this down. Okay. Three deep breaths with me. 1, 2, 3. And we'll stay on our, laying on our mats. We'll roll to one side, and we'll do a laying down quad stretch. So imagine a standing quad stretch. Pull your top leg behind you. We'll stay here for 5 deep breaths. 3, 2, 1. Roll over and do quad stretch on your other side. 5 deep breaths on this side. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna stay on our sides and we're gonna do the shoulder openers. So bring your top arm, try to reach your shoulders back onto the ground. We'll stay here for 5 breaths as well. Three, 2, 1. Go ahead and flip over to your opposite side and do that on 5 breaths on this side. 3, 2, 1. Done? All right. Go ahead and stand on up. I'm gonna add in one more thing since we have a little bit more arms in the middle today. We're going to hit hinge at the hips as if we're kind of getting ready for a deadlift. And we're going to put our arms into a Y position, so about 45 degrees out from your body. And we're gonna bring our elbows back. So I should feel my shoulder blades squeezing together. Lean over a little bit so you're not standing straight upright or hinging at the hips. And you should feel your shoulder, you're pulling your shoulders up. You're not low and unactivated. You're holding your shoulders active at the top and pull your elbows back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Hold for a second. Back forward. Hold for a second. Really squeeze, feel it in your triceps and shoulders. Back to the Y. One more, squeezing our shoulder blades together. And forward, we're going to do the same thing, but standing upright. So, shoulders in a Y, kind of arms 45 degrees from your body. And pull your arms into a field goal position almost. Feel it in the tops of your shoulders and still in your shoulder blades a little bit. And up. And we'll hold it at the bottom for a second. And one more. We'll hold at the bottom for a second. And up. All right, until it's out, let's just do a few big arms. I'm muting iPhone. Okay, cool. All right. And cool. We will move back into our lower body a little bit. Let's go into 5 air squats. There we go. All right. And on this 5th one, we're gonna hold at the bottom. So 5, hold in your deep squat. We're going to reach our right hand to our right foot. Bring your left arm to the sky. Turn your whole torso. 3.
Can I stop you? Can I stop you for a moment? I want to say. I want to say something. Can you stop for? Can I stop you for a moment?
2,
I want to say something.
1. Right hand to right foot.
I want to tell you something. I want to tell you something. Can you stop for a second? Hello. Hello.
1. And last time, left hand to left foot, right arm up.
Hello.
All right, and slowly stand up out of your squat.
I want to tell you something. I want to tell you something. Can you listen to me for a second? All of you are really beautiful. And you're very beautiful.
Nope, we're removed. I don't know if that's permanent or not, but
That was so weird.
that's what happens when we make the links public. I mean, I'm surprised it hasn't happened. Like, if you don't need a password or anything and we just post the link on Facebook, I'm not really surprised that happened.
Yeah, one of
Wait,
my
what happened?
teachers had someone come into her class and start showing porn.
I've heard so many stories about that. Like, when teachers don't make their classes private, yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Sorry about this one.
You good, Manuel?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, cool. So next thing, let's do a lunge, and you can keep your left foot back the whole time. We're gonna start in a normal lunge. If your right foot is forward, bring your left elbow to your right knee. So we're gonna twist as we go down, explode up, twist as we go down, explode up, twist, explode. One more, twist, explode. If your right leg's forward, move your left leg forward.
Cool, you're fit.
Hey, Tori, we might need to reconvene with a waiting room.
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
Yo, Jackie, can I see your bum?
Hey, fuck off, mate.
Should we make a private link and send it out?
Do it on the email.
Yeah.
I think, let me just make one right now and just share it in this chat. Will that work?
Yeah.
Well,
But it's a public chat.
but no one else is in the group
yeah,
right
but
now.
I removed everybody else from the group already.
That's true.
Let's try it real quick. Hold on.
Jackie, can I see your bum, mate?
You can.
I already have.
Jackie's like, it's on the internet. Look it up.
I've already seen Jackie's ass.
Okay. Schedule for 5:30. Let's just try this. I don't know. Is there a way to just like close this group now that we have started it, or no?
And you can lock it. If you're the host, you can lock the room.
Should I just do that?
Just go to security and it should be an option.
Wow. Oh. Lock meeting. Amazing. No one else can join. I'm going to feel really bad. So I posted this in the Raleigh Ultimate Pickup group, and I just took out all of the boys because they seem to be the problem. So I'm going to feel bad if they were Raleigh pickup people. But next time, I guess maybe we'll just make a password. Anyway, left leg forward. Let's do lunges on the other side. Now that we took a nice little hiatus. Okay, right elbow to left knee. Twist as you go down, explode up. Right elbow to left knee, explode up. Right elbow to left knee. If you can, keep both your hands together so you're twisting your whole torso. Explode up, and we'll do one more on this side. Right elbow to left knee, explode up. Going into world's greatest stretch. So that really low lunge, back knee, left knee can touch the ground. I have to keep moving this screen. Left knee can touch the ground. Left hand also on the ground. And we're going to take our right arm, reach through our left arm, and then turn our torso to reach up towards the sky. Whatever knee is up, use that arm to reach. Do 3 more with me on this side. Really open up your torso at the top. Feel this stretch in your front leg as well, the hamstring, glutes. And go ahead and switch your left knee or your other knee to the forward knee. We're going to switch arms as well. So my right hand's on the ground. I'm reaching through with my left arm and then extending my left arm up towards the sky. We'll do 3 more together. 1, 2, 3. All right. And then I think the last thing we need to do is some single leg deadlifts with the Frankenstein or like knee raise at the end. So single leg deadlift, work on the hip hinge and keeping our back straight. So it's not how far I can lean if my hands can touch the ground, but I really want to feel this stretch in the back of my leg, the hamstring, glute. I'm gonna hip hinge, and then when I come up, if I can, I'm going to extend a straight leg. I can't do that, so I'm just gonna do a knee up, and then go immediately into my next single leg deadlift on the same side. So we're gonna do 5 more on whatever side we started on, and then we'll do 5 on the other side. Do 1 more with me. And now switch to whatever leg you didn't start with. These should be slow and controlled. Really feel that stretch. Don't worry about like how low or how fast you're going. We'll do 3 more together. And done. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again real quick. So we are starting at this A1, A2. So we're going to do our single leg vert and sticks first, and then go immediately into pogo jumps, then back to vert and stick, pogo jumps, vert and stick, pogo jumps. So I'll demonstrate one of each super quick, and then we'll go into it together. based off of some feedback last week, we're gonna try, instead of reps, we're gonna go for time. So we'll all start at the same time and end at the same time. Work on your own quality versus quantity. It doesn't really matter how much each of us get done. We're all going for 20 seconds. So just as a reminder, our single leg vert and stick is the one, whoops, oh my God, what am I doing? I clicked things. Whoops, okay, sorry. Oh no. Oh gosh. All right. So as a reminder, single leg vert and stick is the one where we're getting lower and we're powering, well, I'm kicking things. We're powering off that one leg and I'm landing not in a full squat, but back in an athletic position, versus our pogos, we're coming off of 2 legs and we're really only using our ankles. We want, oh, there's the stats book. We want to get all of our power from our calves and the toes touching our ground. I don't want my full foot on the ground. I'm gonna, so vert and stick, we're doing athletic, almost full squat. And for pogos, it's really only calves and toes. So I'm gonna go ahead and start our timer. So join me doing vert and sticks only on the right side for 15 to, what did I say? Sorry.
You said 20.
Dang, I did. And we're switching that to 15 and we'll do 4 rounds so we can do half on our right and half on our left. So let's start on our right legs only. We're doing vert and stick for 15 seconds. Ready, join me. So this first round, don't necessarily worry about how high you're getting. Worry about the quality of your rep and your positioning each time. Can you land athletically and power up immediately after? Or are you losing your balance each time and have to reset? If you're losing your balance, maybe don't work on as much of a vertical and work on the athletic landing. Okay, join me in 30 seconds of Pogo Hops. Try not to let that heel touch the ground. Bend your knees a little bit on impact, but don't land in a full squat. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead into left side vert and stick. Whoops. Five more seconds here. 3, 2, 1. And we'll take a slight breather for a second. And let's hit 30 more seconds of Pogo Hops. Try to keep your feet close together if you can. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we'll take another couple of seconds. Grab a drink if you have one. And we'll do that one more time, but I'll drop the time down so we're cranking through it a little bit faster. And this time, round 1, we're kind of getting used to the movements again. Round 2, we know what the movements are. Let's see if we can speed up each of our reps without losing form. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg, vert and stick. and stop. Let's go into 15 seconds of Pogo Hops. 3, 2, 1, stop. And we'll go in 3, 2, 1, left side vert and stick. 3, 2, 1, and last 15 seconds. Let's hit Pogo Hops. Three, 2, 1. Nice. All right. A is done. I'm gonna grab a drink of water and take a layer off. Maybe.
Hey guys, I'm sorry about all that before. That was super weird. And we'll figure out how to fix it for the next time. But thank you so much, Tori, for just going along with the show anyway.
Thank you, Jackie, for showing your bum only to us. I appreciate the exclusiveness of this group chat.
This butt is not for boys' eyes. I think just have a waiting room next time.
Yeah, that's a better idea. We've been really lucky with like only having small groups and not sharing this link that much, but alas, the time has come that we've gotten too popular. All right, I'm gonna share my screen again. So for part B, we're also, sorry, it's getting really windy. We're also gonna go based off of time again. So B1, we're gonna do 32 seconds of single leg deadlifts. So there's 4 rounds. The first round, we're going right side, second round left, third right, fourth left. So it's really only 2 rounds on each side, actually. I should change the way that's written, but 2 rounds on each side. And the 32 seconds accounts for like the 2-second hold at the bottom. And then B2, we're gonna alternate between a bird dog and a side plank with a clam. So real quick, bird dog, we're gonna be in our like quadruped position, opposite arm and opposite leg come out. If you're not feeling that in your core, you're probably not doing it 100% right. That's okay, like we'll work on it, but for bird dogs, you should feel like your core is stabilizing you and your hips should not move during that. Side plank with clam is pretty much what it sounds like too. We're gonna go into a side plank and just lift your top leg up every couple of seconds. And as we go through these, I will go through modifications to make them harder or easier, but that's like the general exercise. Skullcrusher will be on the ground with our light weights in hand, and we'll go from ears to extending up above our heads and really pop at the top to feel it in our triceps. If you have your like couch, chair, step stool, whatever we've been using for some of those hip lifts and other things, we'll try doing dips on them today. If you don't have something to prop yourself up on, we'll just do 4 rounds of skull crushers or tricep push-ups. It can be subbed for a lot of things. Any questions on part B before we get started? And it'll all go through the time, kind of like we did in round A. So I'll just like tell us all when 32 seconds is up to switch to bird dogs. There we go. All right, cool. So first thing is single leg deadlifts. If you have a heavy weight, only hold the weight in your opposite hand. if you have 2 light or medium weights, hold weights in both hands, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna use my heavy weight. If my right leg is on the ground, the weight is in my left hand, just like that. So let's all start right leg first, single leg deadlifts. We'll go for 32 seconds on our right side, holding for 2 seconds at the bottom. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 1, 2 at the bottom, explode up. Hold 1, 2 at the bottom, explode up. Really focus on your hip hinge. Not so much bending your knee, but imagine having a towel or a pencil right where your hip crease is. If you can hold that towel in your crease without it falling, when you do this movement, you're doing it right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go immediately into bird dog. So if you want to make these harder for yourself, we'll go into that cub crawl position. So knees hovering right above the ground. If you want moderate or like standard movement, knees are on the ground, toes are tucked, your pelvis is tucked under, and we're reaching our right arm and left leg. If that's too much, only do arm and only do leg. Don't do arm and leg at the same time. Hardest version is knees hovering right off the ground. I want to make sure your back is flat. And imagine having a dinner plate on your back and you don't want to spill the food off your plate. Your hips should not be shifting back and forth as you move your limbs. We're here for 5 more seconds. Really feel your core stabilizing your body here. 3, 2, 1, done. We'll grab our lighter weights and we'll go into Skullcrushers. So laying on your back, weight starts above your head. Make this only a tricep movement. So elbows stay exactly where they are. Weights come by your ears. And really power that weight up and hold it at the top for a second. Use explosive movements. Let's get 3 more reps. We have 10 seconds left here. Push your lower back into the ground if you can. Use your core to stabilize you. 3, 2, 1, and up. We're going straight into our single leg deadlifts on the right side, or sorry, left side, opposite side of whatever you did last time. We're here for 32 seconds. Hold for the bottom at 2, or wow, hold at the bottom for 2, and power up. Try to really be explosive in this round. We're here for 13 more seconds. Keep your back flat with a neutral spine. Really find your explosive power. 3, 2, 1. Finish your rep. And then we're going straight into, dang, what did I say? I can't even, oh, side plank with a clam. I'm going left arm down first. My right leg is on top. I'm making sure my bottom hip doesn't droop too far, too close to the ground. If I find my bottom hip drooping and I'm not in a full plank, I'm not gonna do the clam motion. The clam motion makes it harder. If you want to make that even harder, you can extend your arm and do a crunch, or you can just keep it at a straight leg clam. Most important thing is your bottom hip is not drifting towards the ground. We're here for 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. We're gonna go straight into our dips. So if you don't have anything to do your dips on, go ahead and stick with Skullcrusher, geez. If you do have something to do dips on, we're just gonna go into normal tricep dips. If you want to make these harder for yourself, you can elevate your feet on something else. The higher your feet are, the harder this is. And I'm really focusing on using just my triceps, so I don't necessarily care how low I go. If I can't go full range of motion because then I don't use my triceps, that's okay. We're here for 10 more seconds. So you can give me 3 more reps. 3, 2, 1. All right, and we're back to right leg, single leg deadlift. 32 seconds on this side. Again, hold at the bottom for 2. This is your second round on your right leg. So see if you can make the reps a little bit more explosive than last time. Exhale on the explosion up. Inhale on your way down. Try to keep your shoulders square. 3, 2, 1. Last rep. And let's go straight back into those bird dogs. So if you didn't hover your knees off the ground last time, try hovering your knees this time. If that's too hard, put your knees back on the ground. Focus on reaching your limbs extended outward and not necessarily upward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish your rep, and let's go straight into skull crushers. So again, we were learning this movement last time. Let's make it more explosive and really pop our triceps at the top of that rep when the weight is over our faces. If this weight feels like it's too heavy, you can drop to 1 item rather than weights in both hands. Put 1 weight in between the 2. We're here for 10 more seconds. One more rep, power through. All right. And our last round, we're going back to single leg deadlifts on the left side. We're here for 32 seconds. Really hold at the bottom for the full 2 seconds. Explode up. Maybe notice which side of your body is a little bit weaker than the other. I know for me, stepping out only on one side means that my right hamstring and quad is a lot stronger than my left. So I have to take my time a lot more on this side than the other side. Make sure I'm still using good form. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Side plank with the clam on the opposite side. So I'm putting my right arm down and clamming with my left leg. If that felt really easy last time, try the crunch, bringing your elbow and knee together. If you were just doing a normal side plank, try doing just a few clamshells this time. Really focus on keeping that bottom hip up. You should really feel this in your bottom obliques. If you feel that bottom hip dropping, just take a second and breathe in your normal side plank and then continue clamshell. 3, 2, 1, down. And last round, we'll go directly into our tricep dips or skull crushers if you're not doing dips. See if you can speed up these reps a little bit more than last round. Or if you have something available, put your feet up and make it a little bit harder for yourself. We're here for 10 more seconds. How many can you get in 10 seconds? 3, 2, 1, done. All right. Let's take another second, grab some water, maybe shed another layer. It's getting warm out here. My arms are a little jiggly. All right, so the least favorite part of all are frickin' ISO holds. The first two we'll do together, and then the last one I'll leave to your imaginations because that's a hang. So if you have a pull-up bar, that's the easiest way to do it. If you have a tree branch or like a porch or a deck, somewhere where you can just hang for a minute or two, use anything, or a door frame works too. You don't need to have a pull-up bar. You can just use the actual door frame itself. But yeah, we won't do that one together. We'll just do the lunge and, excuse me, the hip balance, hip flex, whatever it's called. So for our friends that are new, everyone else take like another minute or two to rest before we start this, because I don't know about you, but these ISO holds freaking suck. I hate them so much. So I'll demo them real quick while we take a little breather. So the ISO lunge, literally exactly what it sounds like. We're going to accumulate 3 minutes on each side. So right now, my left leg is back. I'm in a normal lunge stance. Most of my weight is in my front leg. I want to keep my back straight. Normally, I put my hands on my hips, and you're literally just holding an ISO lunge. When we feel ourselves losing form, we're going to drop that back knee to the ground, kind of like flop around, stretch out for a minute, stand up, and we'll get back into good lunge form and unpause our timer. So if I can hold a lunge for 30 seconds, I stop my timer when I drop, and then the next time I pick up the lunge, I pick up at 30 seconds. So we're accumulating 3 minutes total. It doesn't have to be 3 minutes at one time. Oh, sweet, we're doing great on time today. I was like trying to rush so we can get to this other meeting, but we're doing solid. We can do some core at the end.
Yeah, or I pushed that meeting back till 6:45, so you have a little bit extra time too.
Cool. If anybody wants to do 10 minutes of abs at the end of this, that's way better than these ISO holds. That'll put me in a better mood. Cool. So let's say we'll take the next like, I don't know, 10-ish minutes, maybe more, maybe 15 minutes. I don't know how long it's going to take us. I haven't timed this before. To try to do those first two ISO holds. Oh, and then, so our ISO hip hold, you're standing straight up. One leg is being raised off the ground. My left leg that's touching the ground, I'm really pushing through the heel of my left leg, and I'm using my hip flexor to hold my right leg up. My toe is not super flexed, and it's not super like pulled back either. It's kind of in a neutral position. And my foot is about 6 inches to a foot off the ground. As soon as I feel myself really letting my right leg drop, I'm just gonna put my right leg down, dance out a little bit, and then go back into it. We're accumulating 2 minutes on each side of those. The lunge is 3 minutes each side. Thumbs up if we're good to start those ISO lunges. Sick. All right, let's take like 10 or 15 minutes. Let's really push ourselves today. See how fast we can, how many large sets we can get through these ISO lunges. All right. I hate these so much.
Actually, you love them so much.
They're so good for us, but I hate them. They hurt so good.
So good.
I think I'm maybe getting slightly better at them though, which like is a fun feeling.
That's awesome.
It's taken 4 weeks, but like I think I'm starting to get better.
I think the first week I thought I was doing them right, and then I realized I could go much farther down, and then I wasn't going anymore.
Yeah, I realized that like it starts burning very early, but that doesn't mean I have to stop. Like I can actually hold it for longer than I think I can.
Our athletic champion.
I mean, while we're here, shout out to my BFF, Jess Sourbeer, who's a senior at Penn State right now. Her Callahan video just came out yesterday, and it's sick. So if you want to watch more Callahan videos, go do that. She was my favorite person, one of my favorite people to play with on Crisis at Penn State. Miss her dearly. Also, Rowan from Jaega has a Callahan video out. Does Swerve have a Callahan video out yet? Is anybody doing that on Swerve? Question mark.
I don't know.
I can't see all of the screens from here, so I don't know if anybody's answering.
Oh man, I did not read the 3-minute one. I thought it was a 2.5.
Grandma, does it feel so good to have it done?
Oh my god, I feel so good. I've like never like been so not stressed. I was like, wow, this is what life is like after, you know, writing a grant.
The first day after submitting, I just kept being like, oh my god, what if I did this thing wrong? Oh my god, what if I did this thing wrong?
I actually uploaded mine Monday night, and then like the whole like Tuesday was like, you know, the administrative like checking in and stuff, and I was like, okay, something's gonna like go wrong, but it all went through. It was great.
Oh, amazing. Did you see, they're not gonna review it till October.
I know, it's like everything's like so pushed back.
They should just give us the money.
Oh my god, these suck! Oh.
Oh, that quad.
Wow. Anybody have any fun weekend plans at home?
Ugh. If anyone wants me to knit them something.
Anybody binging anything new that they could share with the group? I need some new shows.
America's Next Top Model's on Hulu through season 22.
Ooh. Becky just gave me her Hulu password, so I'll have a lot of new things to binge.
If you like reality TV, Hulu is just like amazing for that.
Oh, I do. I have to catch up on Bachelor Listen to Your Heart. I'm halfway through week.
If you just got Hulu, have you watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Okay, so my old roommate had Hulu, but then when she moved out, we don't have her Hulu anymore. So I'm on like season, 4 out of 6 or something like that. So I'm very excited that Jackie gave me her password.
Hulu with like a Spotify, if you have Spotify.
I don't have
That's
Spotify.
why I have it.
I'm a freaking loser.
And Sam, I have to kick you off my Netflix, by the way, while we're here.
Oh, that's sad. Why?
Because my dad said that we've started having problems with people with not being able to watch stuff, and I happen to have given the password to like 4 people.
Can you kick me off and then add me back on since I only use it once a month, or do I have to ask when I need to use it?
Well, if you're not using it, then that's fine. I just need to figure out who is.
I use it like once a month, basically just to watch Too Hot to Handle.
Oh, amen.
Huh.
Other than that, I haven't been using it really.
See, I think that Justin gave it to people too, and he's not admitting it.
Yeah, because it's not me. Like when you were like, have you been watching this? I've been exclusively on Hulu for the last 12 hours.
I don't even watch it either, and now my dad's mad at me, so rough. I bought a desk, so I'm gonna have some furniture to build, so that's exciting.
This is somehow way harder on one side than it is on the other.
Yeah.
Everything's harder on the left, dude.
Amen. Ugh, stupid step out muscles.
Or injuries.
True. You have an excuse, I don't. I'm just unbalanced.
Ooh.
I'm so close.
I just hate them. They're not, like, objectively, it's like you have all the time in the world, but they're just not fun.
So the last, like, minute is, like, just takes me so long.
Yeah.
Like, I get through, like, the first, like, minute and a half, like, easy.
Yep. It's like a minute, fine. And then after that, it's like, oh, 30 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds.
That's how I feel too.
Yeah, just do it for 1 second. I need to stop.
Tori makes us do this at the end of practice.
I think I would literally fall over.
Are we taking a break in
imagine-
between the lunges and the hip lifts or no?
What?
Is there a group break between the lunges and the hip lifts
Yeah,
or
if
no?
you want there to be. I got a minute and a half left on my left lunge because this left side. But imagine there being a spring 2020 or a summer 2020 club season, and we're at the Sunday last game of the day, and we still have legs and we feel strong and rested at the end of Sunday. How great's that gonna feel?
We have so many legs that we're like, let's do a Monday.
Exactly.
And then all those close games at regionals last year, we win.
Yeah, we don't we win by more than 2 points.
Legs is probably how you do it.
It's leg day, boys.
Oh.
All right.
Left side. Woo! So fun.
I'm smiling. Good attitude's mandatory in this Zoom room.
You like my art? Can you see it?
That I am a woman. What does it say in the middle?
It says, I'm a motherfucking woman.
Nice.
Glitter.
Oh, it's from the song. Nice, nice, nice. Thank you, MC. Wouldn't have gotten it without you.
Kesha canceled her tour. It was sad.
She was on Bachelor Listen to Your Heart last night. Or not last night. Monday.
Rough.
Shut up.
I'm not
She
wrong.
looks great.
I was like, who's that old woman? And then they're like, Kesha.
Oh my god. Wow.
All right, I'm taking a drink break before my hip lifts. Those lunges take it all out of me.
How much for the hips?
$3.
For you, $1. I believe 2 minutes each. Let's see.
Yeah, that was what's on your sheet.
Yep, 2 minutes each.
How high do you want our foot off the ground?
6 inches to a foot, like somewhere that it's challenging, but you can also recognize when it starts to drop.
That's what she said.
Amen.
I used to do these in physical therapy, and they would be like, how long can you stand on one foot? And it was always less than 30 seconds.
Oh, Jackie. What are we going to do with you?
Knock me over pretty easily if you want.
These feel so much better than the lunges. Like, they're hard, but they're not that hard.
The lunges are hell.
Yep.
The push-up? Which one's worse, the push-up or the lunge?
Push-up.
The lunges.
I think push-ups are hard as fuck.
The ISO push-up is really hard, too, but the lunges suck. I don't know.
The push-ups are harder, but the lunges are worse, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
My quads are just stronger, so I'd rather do it because I'm better.
My quads are weak.
Is your upper body stronger than your lower body, Tori?
Tori's entire body is just ripped.
That's what I just assumed.
Arm day, leg day, every day.
Yeah. Bro splits only. Buys and tries, boys.
Oh, man.
Woo! I'm shaking. Shaking bacon.
Do you want us to bend our knee or try to keep it straight?
Which leg? Your down leg or your up leg?
Up leg.
Keep it as straight as possible, but you don't have to like lock it out.
Okay.
If you're like not feeling this a lot either, like you can try tucking your pelvis under a little bit and like flexing your core a little bit more. So I'm like really trying to actively push through my left foot on the ground right now. And in order to do that, I'm using my kind of like my obliques to stabilize my balance. It's raining.
I feel like between your video and these Zoom calls, I know your back porch like fairly well.
Yeah, welcome. This is it. What you see is what you get. We add plants once a week though, which has been nice.
Whoa.
Oh boy.
Man, why your legs always look so jacked?
True.
I don't think that way, but I just posted a picture on Slack of my view right now. It's like my two pets just like sleeping right next to me while I'm holding my leg up.
Aw.
Mayday. It's raining on me. Okay. Moving inside. I'll be right back for doing some abs if anybody else is interested. BRB.
For those who are not Shiver yet, how did you guys find out about the Zoom workout? Tori?
What?
No, I was wondering how they all found out about the Zoom workout, like which medium it was.
Who are you talking about?
All of our non-Shiver or Shiver to be friends.
So let me see who's still here.
Yeah, I found out from Tori too.
Who said that?
It's Ellie.
And then I told Sarah to come.
Okay, cool. And then I think, yeah, that might just be it. Is Yega and Facebook. Hold on.
And are you guys on our Google group? Are you guys getting the email?
Yep.
Sweet. That's mostly what I wanted to know if that was working.
Yeah, I missed last week because I didn't check that email for a second.
No worries.
Oh no.
I was just so excited to see so many new faces.
Yeah, growing the program. We can't play, but
We're gonna get to play.
By the time we actually get to play, we're going to have like 50 people.
it'd be ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Can I take a picture of all of us looking sweaty?
Heck yeah.
Okay. Everyone smile for about 5 seconds so I can get a good screenshot. Yay.
Wait,
Oh,
wait,
no!
wait,
Sarah!
take it again. Sarah wasn't in it. Take it again. Where's my mom? She needs to be in it. Oh, Mom, get in there.
Ready? Yay!
All
Oh,
right.
so many people.
Can I get a thumbs up if we're done with our hip isos? Okay, cool. Can I get a thumbs up if we want to do 10 minutes of ab cash out? Cool. All right. Take a 30-second water break and I'll think of something fun to do. I have to see it written down to see if it'll make sense.
This is cute.
All right. I think I got a good one. All right.
They nominated Peyton.
For Callahan?
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
Is there a video?
I don't know. It's just on her Insta right now.
Yay. So many of my favorite people nominated for Callahan's. All right, so every minute on the minute for the next 10 minutes, we'll start with a full 1 minute plank, and then 2, 3, and 4 are gonna be 45-second exercises. So you'll have the last 15 seconds of the minute to rest before you start the next round. And then minute 5 is just complete rest, and we're gonna do that twice. That makes sense. So I'll count us through it the whole time, but can I get some thumbs ups? We're ready to go into a 1 minute plank right now.
Hey, Tori, you said you'll like give us the like next thing to do next?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can say them out loud so you don't have to worry about looking at the screen. We're starting in 1 minute of plank and then immediately going into 45-second of mountain climbers. When we stop mountain climbers, we'll have 15 seconds of rest before we go into leg lifts. Let me see.
Where are we starting?
Yeah, give me 1 second. All right, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 minute plank. I'm gonna.
Anyone got any good stories?
$20 more seconds. Woo! Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your quads, and breathe. I always forget to breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and immediately into mountain climbers. So 1 knee at a time, go as fast as you want. I feel like the slower I take them, the more I feel them in my abs. So I'm going kind of slow and controlled, but do it however feels good for you. If you want to make it a little more challenging, do left knee to right elbow and right knee to left elbow. If you want to make it a little less challenging, do left to left, right to right. We have 10 more seconds here. No arching your back. 3, 2, 1, 15 seconds of rest.
Oh my God.
And then the next thing we have are, sorry if I'm yelling, I can't. My computer feels far away. Leg lifts. So I'm gonna keep my hands either under my butt or next to my butt. And just lift my legs. Keep my lower back on the ground. We got 3, 2.
We're doing like the hip pop up at the end or no?
No, just leg lifts. Keep your lower back on the ground the whole time. Go down as slow as you can and exhale as you go down. Inhale as you bring your legs up. If you need to make it a little easier, Put your hands under your butt for stability. If you want to make it harder, move your hands like to a T position, your arms away from your sides, or arms off the ground. Three, two, one, done. And in 10 seconds, we're going into dead bugs. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's go alternating right arm and left leg, and then left arm and right leg. So you're doing opposite sides of the body and alternating each rep. If you want to make it harder, make sure your shoulders and your head are also staying off the ground while your lower back is like flush to the ground. If you want to make it a little easier, put your head and shoulders on the ground. And if that's too hard, work on just moving your arms and leaving your legs in tabletop position, or just moving your legs in a 90-degree angle and not extending them all the way out straight. 3, 2, 1, 15 seconds. Actually, we get our full minute of rest now. So one round, we're doing the same thing again. That's 10 minutes of abs. Nice. That was definitely not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Dead bugs are nice.
At first, I thought you were having us do the plank in between each of those things.
No thanks. Whew. All right, we got 20 seconds left. In general, it's kind of hard when we're doing these for such a short period of time, but like with most core things, the slower and more controlled you can make your movements, the more it's gonna actually work your core stability and not just like core strength, and that's really important for all athletes. So focus on slow, controlled movements if we can. 3, 2, 1, 1 minute plank. Sorry, I should have given more of a warning. But this is our last 1 minute plank, unless we want to add one to the end just for a fun challenge. Halfway there. Ten, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go directly into mountain climbers. We're only doing this time, so go as hard as you can in this round, and then we have no more mountain climbers. Less than 1 seconds left, let's go.
What does it mean if my lower back hurts when I do these?
You're probably, I can't see who's saying that, you're probably like arching your back. So I would say take them a little bit slower, and like when you're, okay, wait, everybody else, 3, 2, 1. Does your back hurt in a normal plank or no?
Yes.
Okay, so this is probably like a whole core strength stability issue and not just with like your plank or mountain climber.
Okay.
Hold on. Next thing. Leg lifts. Ready, go. Talk about this in a second.
Okay.
Don't do anything that hurts you though. Like if it feels really uncomfortable, just switch to a movement that's a little bit more comfortable.
Okay.
Usually, an elbow elbow plank is a little bit harder than an arm plank. So if you were doing elbow, maybe switch to arm or switch to putting your knees down.
But like, what can I work on? I mean, we can talk after. We don't have to talk right now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And in 10 seconds, we're going into dead bugs. So Cece, dead bugs are super good.
Yeah.
I say they're the exercise that like saved my back. 3, 2, 1, alternating dead bugs.
I do like these dead bugs.
The more you can really push your lower back into the ground and kind of pull your belly button towards the sky or ceiling, the better they are. And the slower you can do them, the harder they are. You can also add a resistance band to your feet or add weights to your hand to make them harder. Five more seconds, keep pushing. And done. And I know nobody asked for it, but in 5 seconds, let's do 1 more minute of planks to end off on our good note instead of taking our rest minute. 5,
I could do 4, 10 minutes of that. It's not 11
3.
minutes.
This is only minute 9. And go. A 50-second plank. You can do it. Cece, if this plank hurts, maybe do like a hollow hold on the ground instead and see if that feels a little bit better. So it's basically a static dead bug. So push your lower back into the ground and just hold your legs like 6 inches off the ground. So that'll be like, you can do it just like that and see.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I'm on my arms now instead of my elbows. So I'm gonna see if it hurts less.
Okay. Nice, yeah. You just gotta try different things, feel it out, whatever works for you. Works for me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Hand slaps. Virtual hand slaps. Nice work. I'm sweaty.
I feel like I have like not a weak core, but then when I do ab stuff, my lower back always hurts. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be happy to also send you stuff, not talking about in this large group if nobody else cares, but as my mom hears about all the time, my back pain is terrible sometimes. So I hurt my back deadlifting 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago or something. And so I herniated 2 discs in my lower back, and that's been like years of PT of doing. Nice to meet you, Kyle. Come back anytime.
Hi, Kyle.
It's been like years of PT, and basically my physical therapist is like, the reason this happens is because you have a weak core and you're relying on like your glutes or your hamstrings or your quads, and you're not using your core to stabilize your other movements. So dead bugs, like if dead bugs don't hurt you, start with just doing like 20 dead bugs every morning when you get up. And once you feel good with those, add the resistance band to your feet. And if you have different size resistance bands, then like start at the lowest one, then go up to a more tense resistance or whatever. Yeah. Or add weights to your hands, anything to make it harder. We talked about this last week too. Jackie's done dead bugs on a roller with Jake, Carmen, and I at the gym, and that's really hard. So like you put the roller vertically. I don't even know. Here's mine. So I put the roller. It should be longer than this. It doesn't really work if it's a small roller, but I put it like this on my back, and I'm basically doing a reverse dead bug and trying to balance on the roller while lifting 1 limb at a time or 2 limbs at a time. That's really hard. But
Can I add something?
Yeah.
Remember I said to you, my lower back has been hurting when I do this. So what I found is I don't do as many, but the more I'm doing it, the better my back is feeling. So maybe I just had a weak back. I'm not sure, but if it starts hurting, I don't do the plank for a minute. I'll do it for 50 seconds. And then I try to build up. But I think my back is feeling better the more I'm exercising.
Yeah, and I think, like, so my brother also had herniated discs.
It's not from me.
Yeah, it's not hereditary. We're both just stupid now. We both just made mistakes as athletes. But I think, like, for both of us, it took a really long time for our backs to feel better. So even if you start doing dead bugs or you start doing planks a little bit more often and they, like, feel a little bit better, but you're not really noticing a change, that's okay. Like, I think it took probably 6 to 8 months for me to, like, start feeling a good difference in like the actual discomfort. I felt like I was getting better at the exercises, but, like, the pain wasn't going away. And I think that's just, like, you use your back and you use your core for everything. So the pain or discomfort's not going to go away overnight. But if you keep doing dead bugs and planks and trying to strengthen your core stability and not just do, like, crunches, I think that'll really help. It might also be, like, if your deadlifts in the workout part didn't feel great, you're noticing it during the plank or the core exercises, but it's really bothering you from the deadlifting exercise. Because if you're not engaging your core enough during those, it's gonna, like, tweak your back a little bit more than if you're doing those with your core, I guess, if that makes sense. So how's everybody else feeling? Sweaty? I'm gross.
Thanks, Tori.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I have my snacks. See you later.
Wait, what flavor are those? Those aren't the honey mustard onion ones. Oh, hot buffalo.
Yum.
You can have those. I don't like those as much.
I never had them.
Oh, are those the Trader Joe's ones?
No.
Oh, they're Harris Teeter.
Harris Teeter.
All right.
It's because I don't go out at all.
Yeah. I will stay on this Zoom call for another few minutes. I'm just going to stretch. Bye, Mom.
Next time, ladies. Thank you.
I'm gonna head out too. I'm gonna maybe try a shower before a meeting.
True. I'm not going to shower. I'll sit here and stretch if anybody has questions.
All right. I'll see you guys later.
See you in half an hour.
Okay, Tori, I have one more question.
Yeah.
I think it's like, do you have any lower back exercises that you would recommend? Because I feel like I should just strengthen my lower back too.
Yeah. So I think the best way to think about it is, like, your lower back and core are not two separate things. Like, anything you're doing that's core stability, I can move closer. Why am I yelling at my computer? Jeez. Anything you do that is core stability is also going to be back strengthening, if that makes sense. So I would say if you have limited hours and resources and you want to work on core and back more, focus on core stability and not core strength. So, like, if you Instagram or Google, like, how to get a six-pack, those are going to be, like, do a bunch of crunches or do hanging knee raises or something like that. But the thing with, like, dead bugs, planks, bird dogs, that's all core stability. So not only is it good for ultimate players of, like, you're stepping out and you're unbalanced and you have, like, your body is moving in weird ways and your core has to, like, stabilize you, but it's also connected. The way my PT explained it to me is, like, currently I'm having trouble with, like, you have transverse abs right here, and they basically, like, come around your pelvis and connect to your lower back and your butt. So if I were to do, I'm just laying on the ground normally. I can fit my hands under my back because that's, like, the normal arch of my back. If I breathe out and push my lower back into the ground, I should not be using my six-pack abs to do that. I should be using, like, my groin abs, basically. And in a lot of people, those are weaker because when you think of, like, ab exercises, you think of doing them with those six-pack abs. You don't think about your obliques or your transverse abs as much. So leg lifts, bird dogs, dead bugs, any plank variation. So side plank or normal plank, or like planks where you're going hands to elbows, or mountain climbers, all of that are going to be good for your back and your twisty abs, not just your six-pack abs. In terms of like just back strengthening stuff, we can talk about some upper back stuff too. Like I've heard of people like almost having like weird mobility issues in their shoulders, and it's not actually coming from their shoulders. It's coming from like this computer hunched posture all day, and all they need to do is like rows or band pull aparts to like strengthen this part of their back, but it looks like the problem's coming from their shoulder. So I'm trying to think for lower back. The best one I can think of is a modified good morning. So have you ever heard of good mornings before or no?
I don't know. I think maybe, but I don't remember.
Okay, so dang, I don't have like any of my good supplies with me. So a normal good morning is like if I had a barbell on my back and I'm standing up, I'm basically doing a deadlift, but the barbell is like on my shoulders, and I'm just hinging at my hips. I'm not bending my knees. I'm not squatting. Since clearly we don't have barbells in our houses right now, the easiest way to kind of like modify that is sit how I'm sitting. I'm tucking my toes. I can sit back on my, like my butt is on my ankles for a rest, and then I'm basically, this is like my starting position. I'm going to hinge at the hip. Like I feel that right here already, and I'm trying to, okay. So if I hinge at my hip, this towel might be a little big. The goal is that I don't have to hold this towel up. I'm squeezing the towel between my torso and my upper thigh by hinging, and then I will like pop and explode it out. I'm wearing 3 layers of pants and 2 shirts, so it's a little bulky, but yeah, basically I'm pushing my butt backwards, and I'm just using this hip joint. I'm not at all just like squatting down into myself, if that makes sense. So yeah, slow, take like 5 seconds to go until you feel uncomfortable. And then once you start feeling that stretch and that discomfort, pop your hips up, squeeze your glutes at the top. And then yeah, just slowly back down, pop up. And that's just a modified good morning. That's the most direct back thing I can think of. I can look at my PT notes also. And
okay, yeah, no rush. I was just wondering, but those good mornings sound good. I can start trying. And
do you have a yoga ball?
A yoga ball? No, yeah. Unfortunately not.
Nah, then don't worry about it. One of the like a fun thing that I like to work on is like if I put my elbows on the yoga ball and kind of like roll out, it's like easier than doing, have you seen those people do ab wheels?
Yeah.
So I can't do that.
They're very hard.
I can use the yoga ball that's like a lot higher up, and that really helps me use like my mid back, my lats to like pull myself back to the yoga ball. And I can feel that I'm doing it wrong when my lower back hurts. Like when I'm arching and letting myself just like fall into it, my lower back can feel it. But I don't know another easier way to do that without a yoga ball. So I would say start with adding dead bugs and good mornings in daily. So I normally bike to work if we didn't have quarantine. So I would normally do these like right when I get to work after I've like warmed up a little bit. So I would say do your normal morning routine, get up, get dressed, and then do dead bugs and good mornings so you're a little bit warm.
I mean, it's probably my posture too, because I do have a job where I'm like at a computer all day.
Same. Yeah, so, or that's a good point too. If you want to not do them right when you wake up, make your set smaller, but try to like, I set an alarm for every 3 hours because I feel like if I take a break every hour, I would never get any work done. But I set an alarm for every 3 hours, and I try to take like a 5-minute stretch break. And I set an alarm for those 5 minutes, so like I'm not taking a half an hour break, unfortunately. But yeah, one thing that my physical therapist from NC State has been working on that my physical therapist from Penn State didn't work on is she has me doing a lot more stretching, like static stretching. So if you are like bored watching TV, you can try that too. So hips and the kneeling hip flexor stretch that like we do all the time after practice, or world's greatest stretch, the like standing hamstring stretch where you just like put your leg up on something and kind of lean into it. I'm doing those almost daily, or the TP or like 4 stretch where it's like that.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I do those but laying down because I can't balance for shit. And there's, what else is there? There's only like 4 or 5 of them, but she tells me to do them 2 sets, 30 seconds like each side daily, because apparently it's all connected. So if I'm more like flexy and mobile, my core and my back aren't compensating for like my hips not being able to move or something like that. So I guess I can't say if it's working or not because I've only been doing it a couple months, but if you're bored watching TV, that's something that's like easy enough to add in where you're not like sweating and having to do a workout. So yeah.
Cool. Okay, also, thanks.
Like the biggest takeaway, I guess, is like don't do anything that hurts you. Like my mom said, like take it little by little. Don't just push through the pain if it's actually pain, but also think about the difference between pain and discomfort. If it's just a little uncomfortable, see what your boundaries are. If you're actually feeling pain, stop. So yeah, I think one doctor, when I first hurt my back, one doctor was like, oh, stop doing everything. Like, take 2 months off of all exercise, basically. And I was like, I have a job where I'm on my feet 12 hours a day. And then my part-time job, like my side hustle job, I'm on my feet 12 hours a day. Oh, and I bike to work. Like, how do I can't just take 2 months off of all exercising. Also, I'm me. I can't just take 2 months off of all exercise. Yeah. And then I went to a sports-specific doctor, and she was like, God, that's such an antiquated thing to tell people. It's like, you hurt your back, don't move. It's like, if you hurt your back, the reality is, like, it's because we use our backs for everything, and you're not going to be able to sit in the bed for 6 months and wait for everything to go away on its own. So just don't do things that hurt you, but keep moving as much as possible. Like,
gotcha.
That's all I got.
That was great. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to leave you guys because you guys, I think, have a meeting. But thanks for this. It was fun. It was good seeing you guys.
I like your house in Maryland.
What?
I said I like your house in Maryland.
Thanks. Like my game room is like from the basement.
I'd throw with you if I were there.
Are you coming back?
Dude, I don't know. If I get a job, which like I hope I get a job.
Yeah.
I don't want to move back to my parents' house, but right now the job that I thought I had lined up, they are like in a little bit of a hiring freeze. So I finish my thesis in the next month or two, and then I stop getting paid in June. So I've saved enough money to live here at least through August without another job, but I also might just move to my parents' house like in August if I don't have a job. We'll see.
You could also claim unemployment.
Well, so right now I'm not unemployed because I'm getting paid by the university.
But like when you stop getting paid in June.
I'm hoping to have some sort of job at some, like, I'm not super worried about it, but I'm hoping that by the end of my thesis something will come up. But if not, yeah, I'll see you in Maryland.
Yeah, let me know. I mean, I might not be here in like August, but I mean, hoping I won't be, but you never know.
Working remotely, but you still have the same job?
Yeah. I just like, I don't want to be I don't want to be in my parents' home forever, you know?
Yeah, but also like I don't want to be in New York City right now.
I know.
I would much
But it's like so many people have been infected that it's like hopefully they all have antibodies and they're fine.
Yeah, but I just read that that's not like
I know.
that's not 100% true, and I'm like, if nobody's immune even after they get it, like we are screwed.
Yeah, I know.